Hi everyone, I wanted to go over with you our Who's Up contact system. This is the system that you'll use that's going to be very beneficial for you because it basically acts as your personal assistant. The only thing you have to do is get contact information on each of your clients that you don't sell and enter them into this system each day. So basically you're going to have your own login, so that way you're the only one that has access to your contacts other than of course your manager. And whenever you go in, you're going to click here on Contact Manager and then click on Contacts and then click on New Contact. Once you get into this screen, of course, it'll have your name here since you're the one that's in your login. And you want to fill out as much of this information as you can. Obviously, if you don't have good contact information, then you don't really have proper way to follow up with the client. And most importantly, it takes away the personal assistant that you should be using it for. So basically, once you've put in the name, email, address, and phone number, the email is what's extremely important here because without that email, it takes away your personal assistant. Okay, once you put in a valid email address here, this system is going to go to work for you and help you follow up with your clients. And we'll talk a little bit more about that in just a moment. It's also important for you to get their name, phone number, and address whenever possible, but at minimum, I always say to get at minimum the name and email, or name, phone number, and address, whatever you can. Sometimes you do have to sell the customer on giving you their email address, so if they tell you they don't want to give it, don't stop there, take it a step further and try to get as many of the email addresses as you can. As you go on down further, you can see here it's got information for you to fill out, the merchandise they were interested in, how much of a sale that it looked like the sale is going to turn out to be, what is their probability of purchasing, and then any notes that you would want to put. What I would use this notes section for is, let's say there was something special about that customer that would help you remember that customer once you look back on this contact entry. For example, let's say parents came in with little Johnny in his baseball uniform on a Saturday morning. If you put that in here, it would be great when you follow up with that client to say, hey, by the way, did Johnny win his baseball game? Imagine how far that would go with your customer in you appearing like a professional. It's going to make it more of a personalized connection that you have with that customer and not make them feel like just another customer. In addition to that, here in this center section is a very important part under contact tags. And we use this Who's Up system for our invitation sale that we have once a month. There's going to be a different video for you to watch telling you about the invitation sale. But each month you're required to submit 25 contact names to receive an invitation from you for the invite sale. And this is the system that you would use to be able to enter them as your 25 names. So simply here under contact tags, you're going to start typing the word invite. Once you've just typed in a couple of letters, it will auto-populate invitation sale. You want to just hit tab so that it selects it. You do not want to continue to type it out because it will not save it if you do that. So just auto-populate, hit tab, and then after you've completed entering all your information, here at the bottom, you're simply going to click Save Contact. Okay? So again, this is very important to get as much of that as you can. Back up to the email and how that's important for you. The personal assistant goes to work here by emailing out automatically to each client that you enter with a valid email address 3 emails, 3 follow-up emails, and they're going to look like they came from you. In other words, they'll have your email address on it, and if your customer responds, that response will come back to you on your email so that it opens up that communication and hopefully takes you to the next step with your customer. Okay, so the first email, just to give you an idea, as soon as you enter this contact information and click save, the first email is going to go out typically within a minute or so to the customer. And it's basically going to be saying, thank you for coming in. It was a pleasure working with you. And it's going to be just a very brief thanking them. I enjoyed working with you. But it gives them your connection. Now they're going to connect you with Hudson's, because by the time they go to 3 to 5 different stores throughout the day, they can't remember where they saw you versus a different associate. So sending them something immediately that has your name connected to Hudson's is just that second reminder of who you are and where you're located. Okay, there's going to be a second email that will go out in about 3 days. That's going to be, again, just another brief follow up with the customer saying, oh, by the way, check out our website, or did you know that we have in-home courtesy design? It's going to be various things because we can change those emails whenever we would like from our end at corporate. So currently it's just saying, by the way, check out our website, and it tells a few brief things about mattresses and things like that. Then on the third email, that will go out in 10 days, and that one is basically a survey follow-up saying, basically, by the way, what was your experience at Hudson's, more or less. So this is going to be huge for you if you use it. If you don't use it effectively, then obviously it takes that personal assistant away. I've had huge success stories of salespeople throughout the company who have had people actually come back and buy from them because they got this auto email, or actually called them on the phone when they got the email and ended up placing the order over the phone. So it is a huge success for you. Don't think, oh, I don't want to put that in because I don't want them to get the email. It's all for the positive, and only there to benefit you, as well as give your client the perception of you being a professional. And that's what we want our clients here at Hudson's to feel, is that they're dealing with a true professional. Okay, what I would recommend you do is to go in and enter yourself here so that you see what those 3 emails are going to look like, so that you can kind of get a feel of what the customer will be viewing. Okay, I hope this helps, and welcome aboard. Thanks.